How you feeling? The night's good. Finally here. It comes out this weekend.
Yeah, we're thrilled. Praise God.
Yeah.
You know, for us, it's a journey that begins in prayer, and we've learned Proverbs 16:3. You commit your works to the Lord even up front, then He will establish your plans. After the movie's done, we want to then take it as an offering and say, God, would you now, as we place this on the altar, would you put your hand on it? Would you touch people's lives? Would you give it favor? So that's part of what tonight is about.
Tell me about tonight, how you're feeling, and it's really just a milestone of how far, the team, the church, just what God has done over the last years. Tell me about how you're feeling in this moment.
Well, it's exciting. We believe in this movie. We've been working on it for 2 years. And what our cast and crew is amazing. They love the Lord, and they poured their heart and soul into this. And you'll see it when you see it on the screen. The acting is wonderful. The movie score is wonderful. The people that helped us with all the production aspects. So I'm so grateful for that. And at the end of the day, we hope people leave saying, I recognize Jesus cannot just be an ingredient in my life. He has to be the priority of my life. If that happens, that is success for us.
There's some heart-wrenching moments as a mom myself that you tear up pretty quickly about moms standing in the gap, praying for their kids. Talk about playing that role and how important that is as a mom yourself.
Oh my goodness, I know how it feels to really want the best for your children. Jerry and I have 3 sons, and so to see this young man in this film floundering, trying to find his way, and then to see the impact that it makes when someone other than you, like the Lord can send someone other than you that's in their life on the football field, their coaches, their basketball coaches. If all of us are aware outside of our biological families of children that God are entrusting to us in the business place, in the marketplace, on the field, in media, and then if we're all encouraging them and convicting them and challenging them, then the seeds their parents have sowed can be watered outside of the home. So to see that happen in this film is what I've prayed will happen in my son's lives.
We're so grateful to be here at the premiere, so this is an incredible moment.
So let's talk about this, because I'd imagine after all these years and just seeing the movies continue, them get better and better, tell me about your thought and what God is doing in this moment.
Well, you see that progression of facing the giants, flywheel, fireproof, courageous, and then now we land here, and the Lord just has a message for His church. We honestly believe that the Lord is using this for His glory, and He's drawing specifically the church, to go back to discipleship. We've got to allow people to see us walking with Jesus and allow them to walk alongside us as we do that. And so we're just grateful to be here, and it's good to just have a front row seat of what the Lord's going to do.
That's it. Is it nice just to enjoy?
That's it. But you know what? It's the testimonies that we hear. It is the people's lives being changed is what makes the difference. And so we're just grateful.
This is all about discipleship, mentorship. Is there a piece of advice that you've gotten over the years that have really stuck with you, that has gotten you here today? What would you be that you could share that?
Well, I'll tell you this, discipleship is difficult. And I think that is the portion where people say, man, this is hard, because I have to expose myself. I got to allow someone to come in and see my life and see how I'm following Christ. But we want to tell them this, that it is most rewarding when you walk with somebody in true discipleship and you see them progress and you see their lives change and their lives, their families change, and it takes generations, and so we're just grateful, to see the Lord use us.
So how are you feeling tonight? We'll start there.
I am so excited. I'm so excited for people to see this movie. Cameron and BJ Arnett and Aspen Kennedy, the performances, the heart that went into this movie, the prayer that went into this movie, they are incredible, and they are on fire for God, and you see it all over the screen. And people are going to get to witness that. They're going to get to witness their hearts, the redemption, the forgiveness, and it's just incredible. And then you see Priscilla Shire step in and does amazing things like she does. And here she is, this praying mama this time, and she just stepped into this whole nother character, and it was just a beautiful, beautiful movie to be a part of and to witness the goodness of God all over it. So.
Well, and you remind me a little bit of Priscilla in that you pour into women, and just like that is your heart and passion, is to disciple and mentor women. Talk about how important that is. I love that we're seeing this movie from both angles. But that's really what needs to happen.
It really is. I think that's the fact that all of us who came together on this movie, discipleship was really part of our lives and really is what God called us to. And so for me, it's been women. I have a ministry called The Women of My World, and it's been around now since, gosh, we kicked it off in 2010. It became a 501c3 in 2021, and we've put many, many women now to work on film sets and in all actual forms of entertainment and media. And I just like, because I love seeing these women who are growing in their relationship with Christ, and they get to go in and be a light in a dark place, and they get to hone in their talents and gifts, and they get to be excellent at their craft. And that is what becomes so exciting for me. And so I had actually some of the women in my world on this movie as well. So I feel like a mama bear, you know? So it's like it's really big for me.
Your joy is contagious.
Thank
and you can see it being, felt in a night like this, in a movie like this. So keep it going. The world needs more people like you.
Thank you. I just adore every one of these people, and I am the one that I just feel honored. So, yeah.
Well, enjoy tonight.
Thank you.
We look forward to what's next.
Yes, thank you so much.
Well, tell me a little bit about your role in this, which is all about forgiveness. This is a powerful moment in this film.
Yes,
tell me
is.
about when you first heard it.
Well, when I did the audition, it was an audition of nonverbals. They wanted me to show the effects of seeing my son and the disappointment in my face. So I had to do that. That was my audition. So when I read the script, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is going to be amazing. But I looked at my character like but there's forgiveness. Christ is the key to generational curses being broken and forgiveness. So I can't wait.
Well, as someone now who's been in a lot of these faith-based movies, you're working on more. Tell me about what a night like this means to you and just means on the big impact of where we are for Christian entertainment as well.
It means so much to me. It means so much to me to be a part of the Kendrick Brothers production ever since Flywheel. I think that's Flywheel, yeah. So since college, I wanted to be on their set. Now I'm here, in midlife, and I'm on it. And it's like, wow. So I'm so glad about that. And it means to me that we're able to do amazing films for Christians. And it doesn't have to be, the corny cookie cutter. It can be some really, really challenging films. And that's what I look forward to doing, more of those that make you think, to just say, wow, is this a Hollywood film?
This movie is all about discipleship, mentorship. Anything that's really stuck out for you personally that someone has been able to pour into you that has stuck with you?
Well, Cameron Arnett is my friend, and he's one of the leads in the film, so he talks to me about discipleship all the time. So seeing him be this character that's talking about discipleship and what he's told to me personally, it's like I'm trying to hold my tears in now because that man's amazing. And I can only imagine what him and Aspen Kennedy had on set. So I'm looking forward to basically interviewing them too about their relationship behind the scenes.
Any good advice that you guys have gotten over the years that someone's poured into you?
Wow. So Frederick Douglass said a long time ago, it's easier to build a child than it is to build a broken man. And so many of the young men that have been broken don't have the capacity of a father reaching back into their life. This movie has the capacity to set free so many folks. It's almost a journey through pain to production, to being able to pull through the power of the enemy's attack and move into a place of where you're really free. This has been, for a lot of folks, a powerful move of God. I'm excited to see the young folks that are going to be impacted by it.
No drop can take credit for the flood. We recognize that we couldn't have done it, and that the Lord really carried us through it. And so we praise God for not only the finished product of the movie, but more importantly, this is just a tool for life change.
We're so excited to have Priscilla back in this movie. She is such a great friend and an amazing woman of God. She did an awesome job in War Room, and to now come back and reprise the role of Elizabeth Jordan, but also to play Cynthia Wright, her twin sister in the film. That's a new adventure for us. We're very excited about it. Priscilla's excited about it as well.
Whew, God help me. I'm driving. Goodness.
She's an inspiration to be around, and her joy and love for the Lord and for others impacts the entire set.
It has been a lot of fun to watch Priscilla step into this role of Cynthia. She's been sending us photos of the look, the artistic vibe she wants to have as Cynthia in the movie, and how that's going to parallel with the formal version of Elizabeth from War Room.
Okay, wait a minute. I think people will appreciate Cynthia's soulfulness, her realness, her rawness. I think that they will see a mama, a sister, an auntie they had in their life that was not afraid to pull punches, that when they were a kid, if they tried it, they had that one auntie who was like, not today, not with me. I'm not playing with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye, Isaiah.
Bye, y'all.
It's been so fun. The other films that I've had the opportunity to do with the Kendrick brothers, my family was with me on set. But this time around, with the gentlemen that are in the forge, my husband is one of those men. And in those scenes, he's standing next to our youngest son, Jude. Just all of us being able to do this project together is remarkable that the Lord would organize that. So we were just all looking at each other like, wow, isn't this a beautiful picture of the grace of God to us, that he would allow us to just do something so fun together, but also to be a part of his kingdom purposes together as a family. We are incredibly grateful. Oh Lord, I see you working.